lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and glory forever. Thank you, everybody. Let the minutes show that all members of council are present this evening. We'll start out with our guests tonight. We have with us Chief Stoller from the Fire District. Anything, Chief?
Good evening. Just a couple things for council. Probably on the not so good news part, the COVID cases are up, hospitals are full. So unless you're absolutely sick, the hospitals are asking that you not go to the hospital. Use your stat cares, your walk-in clinics, your primary care physicians. They have no beds because nursing homes aren't taking patients, so they're keeping them in the hospitals, and they can't take care of patients upstairs. At last check, all the ventilators in the county were in use, and all the ICU beds were in use. So we're 150 runs ahead of last year. So we'll probably crash the 1,500 run mark for the year, which will be a record for us. So stay safe, stay healthy. And I do believe that tomorrow the county is going to put out some new protocol for EMS that's going to give us more leniency what we do and do not grant. On some positive notes, we received 2 FEMA grants in the last 45 days. One grant, which will take effect in 2022, will help with staffing. That's $770,000 over a 3-year period. We also received a grant for a new air compressor for our SCBA. Our current one's 21 years old. And replaced that for about $52,000. Those 2 grants came in. Will be in the 2022 calendar year. Firefighters Association will car wash this site from 9 to 1 at the fire station by donation only. So bring your car through. And they're from the front side of the building, we'll exit out the front of the building. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to thank Councilman Hannon for his service to the fire board. Hope to see you soon and look your future in that respect.
Thank you, for Chief Stoller. All right, Denise, it's good news Denise time.
All right, since the last time I was here, we had our last concert in the park. It was August 28th. DJ's Rock and Roll Big Band. And Tim was sitting at the back and counting for me. Thought we were about 250.
About 250 is what we thought we counted that night. And it was a beautiful, I mean, it was a great concert. So, yeah, be proud.
Good for
Yeah.
After that concert, as people were leaving, they were coming down and it was dark. About this. It became clear to me again how much we need that bathroom repaired and broken. It's just what it is. One of the singers from the band, her father was there, and he was elderly and walking with assistance, and he was trying to make his way through the pine trees in the dark, and so they went to the side. And I heard him say, I really hate to, but I got to use it before I start home. And look at that porta potty, which is, of course, dark at night. There's no light in it. And it just really need a bathroom. People hate these porta potties anyway, and in that case, it was an issue of safety. So, at the Roxy, also on the 28th, the morning of the 28th, Bob Harris held his ride for the Roxy, dual sport ride at the Roxy Theater. He was hoping to have 10 or 12 people, and ended up with 27. So it was a really nice turnout. And my husband and I were there helping with registration. But this was a really good feeling. There were people coming in saying, hey, this is a nice time. I've never been here before. So, you know, it raised about $600 for the theater. It brought some people to town. Bob was asking them when they got back, what they were doing next. He said that 9 of them went to the brewery for lunch, and 4 of them went to classic. So that was great. And they were requesting another one, so he's doing a whole ride on October 9th. And it's we had our first weekend of Death Trap, which was September 10th and 11th, and we ended up having to postpone the next weekend because more passengers having COVID exposure. So we have moved that to October 8th and 9th, and tickets are available online or at the chamber office. It's a really great show. So we decided so for the first weekend of Death Trap, we had 35 on Friday and 37 on Saturday, which is low for our theater productions. And we're just thinking that people are concerned about COVID. So because of that, we have dinner theater scheduled for October 16th. Professional to present this dinner theater. And we've decided to postpone it. I'm not sure for when we're just going to wait and see schedule it. And, of course, last Saturday we had our Roxy fundraiser, Cars and Stars, and that went really, really well. Seemed to be really well received, lots of positive comments. The car owners really enjoyed it, appreciated our talent. So that was great. I don't have final numbers on that yet. I don't have all the expenses yet, but it looks like we're going to get about $8 profit. So that's great. We had some really generous donations. Some of the car owners made donations. Loud owners supported. The first musical duo that performed, Gary Begg, donated their feedback. And Sand Springs made a nice donation also. And one of the coolest things I think about that, even I counted up today, and I believe we had about 71 volunteers that made that happen. And it's just, I mean, they were from a variety of organizations, just individuals that wanted to help out. That's my experience. That's the way our community works. It's really great.
How many, what was the number on the wristbands?
It wasn't as many as I expected. It was like 700. And it seemed like there were more people there, but that's Oktoberfest this Saturday, noon to 7. We have live music, noon to 2 p.m. is the Polka Pirates, and starting at 3 p.m. is Tea-Free and the Panic Attack. We've got contests, scarecrow contests, sack races for all ages. We've got the duck race, fresh dog contest, pie baking contest, sign lifting contest. The athletic boosters, the Budweiser products. Their beer garden is going to be open 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. on Friday, and 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. on Saturday. And just during the festival, we'll have craft breweries. Sand Springs will be there on pitch from Louisville and Naomi from Alliance. We've got food. Smokehouse will be there. There's going to be a wood-fired pizza vendor, steak on a stick, French fries, lemonade, the regular things we have. Lots of kids' activities. There'll be free pumpkin painting. There's going to be a hayride, make and take crafts from the library and Spark. FFA's doing a hay bale maze. Roger Bartley's doing the Lost French scavenger hunt. There'll be the Gold Prospectors Association for gold. There'll be crafters. And then in terms of economic development, I've been working with a young couple who really was hoping to buy a building downtown. So we've been working, getting in touch with some property owners. They're looking for their business. And I had a young man stop by yesterday, and he is opening a cab company here in Minerva. Seems to have it very well planned out. All the licensing from the state. Start business Sunday. That's all I have.
Any questions for Denise this time?
Where's he plan on running this? Central location?
I mean, you would, I think.
I think it's a great idea. I was looking into the Uber Eats thing to run around town. There are no Uber Eats.
Well, they used to have.
Mhm.
Or like,
Yeah, big.
If I were him, if I were talking to him, I would consider like he's not running people.
Just a word of thank you to Denise. This whole car show, and it was backed up against the Stalkers and Streeters shows, and then this, and then the Stalkers and Streeters, and it was just great to watch it all come together. And Denise was one of the main driving forces. I thank Phil and JT now, rather than later. Played big parts in making sure we were supplied with what we needed, with blockades and street sweeping and everything else to get that ready to go. Picnic tables, the trash, the whole thing. The village was right there to handle stuff. And I will say and repeat, and I won't repeat it later, people that came to town for that, the drivers and others, were so appreciative and graceful about how we handled it. And she heard it, I heard it, they want to come back. So we will be having a meeting on October the 13th to review the exotic car show, the goods and the bads and the greats. And we are going to go ahead, hopefully, because these groups say they book 10 months out, people. And so we're going to go ahead and set a date out there in 2022. And we're going to try for it again. And they said, be ready, because their friends will be coming. More of their friends will come probably the next time. Good job, Denise. I think that everybody that's here tonight. Move on to other items. Motion is in order to approve the minutes of the 17th regular council meeting held September 14th, 2021.
I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Boldazar.
Yay.
Kishman.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Tarbit.
Yay.
Hannon.
So approved. Motion is in order to approve the minutes of the special meeting held September 21st, 2021.
I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Hannon.
Yes.
Tarbit.
Yay.
Kishman.
Yay.
Boldazar.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
So approved. Turn it over to the administrator, Mr. Tursky.
Few things tonight, Mayor. Just to keep council updated, the OML conference was canceled, the in-person. The 20th through the 22nd, they're going to do a virtual. I sent you guys the agenda. If you're interested in attending any of that, please get in contact with Patty or myself. I think some of the things are to be determined, but as soon as we get a concrete agenda, I'll send it out to you. The library tomorrow, the access road that goes back to it, they will be occupying with a crane. They're working on their air conditioning unit down there. Should be done tomorrow by 2, between 9 and 2 is when they expect to do the work. Just a heads up on that. John Nay will be at the next meeting to discuss the aggregation rates for electricity for the village. We're keeping a close eye on what those rates are. Obviously, last year we entered into a 1-year agreement because the rates were so low. The rates have gone up, but we are keeping a close eye on that, and we'll have something to council next meeting. And the last piece of news that I have is that the state released our what the 2020 census numbers were. In 2010, the population was 3,720 residents. For 2020, that number has declined down to 3,684. Consider that kind of good news, because all the estimates that if you search anything of what our population was before that, the estimates had us anywhere between 3,500 and 3,600. So the fact that we only dropped 36 people, I consider that a win for where we're at. So there was something else, but I can't remember. If I remember it, I'll jump back in, but that's it for tonight. Thank you.
Phil. We'll go over to JT, Service Director.
Thank you, Mayor. The street department, the 2021 paving program's been completed. We were $27,874 under budget. The milling was 1,644 square yards under the estimate. Tack coat, 201 gallons over the estimate, and asphalt was 335 ton under the estimate. Street department also installed a berm along 2nd Street. They've been cleaning out catch basins. I set up the detour and all the barricades for the car show. Edgewater storm sewer is going to need Edgewood storm sewer is going to need replaced in front of the church. We had a complaint that it wasn't flowing, so we went down to clean it and found it was collapsed in between 2 catch basins. You guys were out today on the West Lincoln Way alley. There's a 36-inch galvanized storm sewer, and that needs replacement. We started on that. There were some sinkholes that alerted us to that. Also, the street department cleared vegetation in the uptown alleys, municipal lot, and Minerva lot for in preparation for the car shows. Water department working on emergency response plan for the wheel requirements. Replaced a broken line valve on Ridgeway. Repaired a hydrant in Brock Park. Repaired a hydrant in Eastlawn Cemetery. North Water Tower painting is scheduled to begin. The contractor's estimate was either this week or next week. And Wanger Excavating is moving in materials and mobilizing equipment to begin North Market Phase 1 water line project. Wastewater, Minerva Dairy surcharge for August 2021. They had 4 days in violation. 2 of the violations, or maybe one of the violations was minor. The surcharge is only $277.28. Clean Richwood sanitary sewer due to flow complaint. Manhole rehabilitation is scheduled to begin. I had him on my calendar for this week. Brad's off, so I'll check with him tomorrow and see if they updated him with when they were planning on being here. Park department, I want to thank Justin for all the extra work he did for the car shows this weekend uptown. You may have noticed the uptown flowers, they were getting pretty rough looking, so they've been taken down. They've been doing a lot of work in the parks. And nuisance, we filed a noxious offensive odor complaint against the Minerva Dairy for the incident over July 28th through August 3rd. I attached the case report to my email today, and we have 117 cases year to date. New permits, 104 Murray Avenue for zoning. We're doing an addition to the church. 203 South Market fence and 111 Lindamore zoning for an accessory building. And 80 permits year to date. That's all I have. Unless you have any questions.
What was the one on Lindamore?
A fence, or I'm sorry, an accessory building. Yeah.
JT, the house, and I don't know the address, the house, I know we talked about it at our meeting, coming in town right before Chestnut. Spouting, yeah. Is there anything we can do about that?
Yeah. I'll put it on the list.
Thank you.
Anything else for JT?
You said, ordinance that requires ground storage fencing safety.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Fencing for ground, when you're going construction, has the black stop. Require that.
That is through the Stark County soil, can't think of it, Stark County does, Carroll County does not.
Shovel mud on my driveway.
You got that, JT?
Yeah, it's, I know Carroll County, they don't have any standards on it, I know Stark County does with construction, so I don't.
Okay. We'll see. We can look. Anything else for JT? Thank you, JT. Thank your guys for all their hard work. Clark?
Nothing at my Mayor.
Okay. I don't have anything at this time, so we'll move on to old and new business. Motion is in order to have second reading of ordinance 3221, an ordinance establishing the position of park maintenance superintendent.
I'll make that motion.
Discussion. Roll call.
Tarbit,
Yay.
Meadows,
Yay.
Boldazar,
Yay.
Hannon,
Yeah.
Kishman.
Yay.
Ordinance number 32-21, an ordinance establishing the position of park maintenance superintendent, establishing the rate of compensation thereof.
Thank you, Clark. Motion is in order to approve second reading of ordinance 3221.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Boldazar,
Yay.
Tarbit,
Yay.
Hannon,
Yeah.
Meadows,
Yay.
Kishman.
Yay.
We have a couple of more items on the agenda. I want to go off the agenda a minute to take care of a piece first before we get into the last couple pieces. Motion is in order to set trick or treat night in Minerva for Thursday, October 28th from 5 to 6:30.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Discussion.
I want to revisit this because the village has never set the time of trick or treat. It's always been Rotary. So I don't know if we're stepping on their.
Patty,
doing so.
did you not pull it up in the minutes of the meeting in the past?
It's
Or it
always
was-
been noted when, but I don't know that council set the time as much as said, I guess,
Okay.
when it was.
All right.
So I'm not sure.
All right, so we need to retract the motion then, please. Just retract.
I mean, asked me when we said it when I was at Rotary Friday, so I think it's just a toss, between, it doesn't really matter.
I would
Right.
say, let's make it Saturday. We don't have to deal with parents coming home from work, rushing home to get home from work. We don't have to deal with schedules with whatever. It went over really well last year when we had it on Saturday. I think people enjoyed it being on Saturday more than trying to shove it in on Thursday night, my opinion.
I concur 100%.
Who's gonna approach Rotary about it?
I'll bring something up to him on Friday.
Okay.
I'll take the beat down.
All right, so we're not setting anything. Score that from all of it, Patty,
Okay.
okay? Won't be necessary. All right,
I'm sorry, it's hard to tell in the minutes. It just said Jim Waller
okay. All
said,
right.
so I'm not.
I
yeah.
thought we had to set that, so that's
Yeah.
why I went forward with that. So noted. We got a couple pieces of business we need to take care of. Last two on our agenda tonight. First off, we have to do one before we can do the other. So, a motion is in order to accept Councilman Hannon's resignation from the Village of Minerva Council.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Discussion. I'm going to read this so it's on the record, Patty. This is an email sent to me from Councilman Hannon. It is with great sadness that my time serving as councilman has come to an end. I set out 4 years ago to do one thing, leave the village better off than I found it. Minerva has always been the most special place in my life, ingrained by my grandparents and forged in my youth. Minerva will always be my home. We have accomplished so much in the last 4 years, so much that I'm proud of to have been part of it. I would like every member of council to know it has been a pleasure working and collaborating through every challenge and endeavor, and I leave knowing full well this very precious thing to me is in good hands. Treat her well. There would be nothing more that would make me happy to see out these last few months of my term, but unfortunately life has other plans. There are endeavors on the horizon, new joys and excitement, so it's with some sadness but an abundance of overwhelming excitement for where life has led me, and that I must submit my resignation, effective 9/30/21. Roll call.
Kishman,
Yay.
Hannon, Tarbit,
Yay.
Boldazar,
Yay.
Meadows.
Yay.
Okay. Now, what that has created for us is it has created a member of council that needs to be appointed to the fire board. We can probably, the next fire board meeting, Elliot, is, because I never keep track of it anymore. Aaron? October 20th? The next one is October 20th. We can do something with it tonight, or we got a meeting yet to go. If you want to talk about it. Okay. I think it's a very important position, which Elliot has filled exceptionally well with his time with them, and we need to stay connected. So do you want to talk about it between yourselves, or?
What does that leave us numbers wise on the fire district?
6.
What do you want to do? Somebody's either got to make a motion, somebody to take it, or we can table it till the next meeting, and if you want to be better prepared, that's
Once
up
a month.
to council. Seems like you guys want to talk
Yeah,
about
let's
it.
let's
Maybe
let's,
you want to let
let's
it sink
table it
in a
and
minute.
discuss.
Everybody all right with that?
Yeah, man.
Mason, you
whatever.
You want
I
to
mean-
be part of it?
I mean, Elliot, what do you think? Who do you think would be a good?
Well, I mean, in my opinion, board run very rarely. Or maybe the board needs to be a tiebreaker. Yeah, I can see a scenario where you guys have to. So whoever does it.
do you have a, I don't
What are they,
know.
about an hour long, the meetings?
Oh, a good night.
This is, we get.
Mhm.
No.
And I say we get together and discuss. I mean, because I mean, I don't want to say I'll do it because I know my schedule's already great. I don't know what your guys. I mean, I know Matt's busy with, you have school and whatnot. And Matt's got the stores and
If it's a deal breaker, you can walk $28 in the I'm just saying. It's a big deal.
Is that before or after Texas?
Sometimes Rudy will wait 4 months to pay you, so you get an $80 check that makes you feel a little better. But I have enjoyed it immensely. Learned a lot.
I mean, if I don't mind doing it. I mean, I don't really have anything going on Wednesday, but if there's somebody else that wants to.
I'm out.
I feel
I'm gonna have a hard time doing
I mean Denise and I have discussed whatever. Like I booked myself through June. Like I've gone from one thing to the next thing and the next thing. So like to try to shoehorn something else in.
Now
Like
remember,
I just but not saying that I couldn't do it. I just need to finagle schedules around.
what we're filling
But-
here is 3 meetings. October, November, December.
My spot up.
Your spot has 1 year plus 3 months. Anyway,
But his would end anyway. So if we
Elliot was
appoint,
because he's not being reelected.
Right.
But however, whoever you appoint being the first one that's ever been turned, don't do that.
right, correct. So can look at it that way too. 3-month fill and then reorg for the next year.
Or
Guys,
The only thing I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure that I would not be able to make meetings. I know Nate's schedule is in the evenings. It's pretty busy. Meet at least one person.
so Matt, do you prefer the motion to be to fill the remainder of this year, or a motion to fill what, the end 2022 or through the end of 2022?
I'll fill the end of 22. Make it
Okay.
easier.
All right. You all right? You all right? Need a motion
I'll make
that
a motion to appoint Matt Kishman to the Sandy Creek Joint Fire District Board
through
2022.
You said that was October 20th.
okay. First and second
I need a second.
I'll second.
discussion. Roll call.
Meadows,
Yay.
Kishman,
Yay.
Boldazar,
Yay.
Hannon, Turbot.
Yay. Matt's now the through 2022. Chief Stoller will be the representative from the council. Starting, you'll give him the information that he needs to start, or Elliot, you can share with him whatever you need to do. Okay. Is there any other business to bring before council tonight? Okay, let's go around the room. Anything else, JT? Clark? Chief Stoller? Okay. Bill? Okay, flu shot for our clinic for the employees tomorrow. Denise? Nothing? Patty?
I would like to say that Brenda will be back Monday, so this is my last meeting. Thank you guys for putting up with me and all my mistakes, and so I appreciate it. It's been nice working with you.
We appreciate you filling in for her. We'll be glad to see Brenda come back. So, Matt?
Just thanks to everybody who was involved Saturday night. Great event.
Mason?
Looking forward to this weekend. Denise, I think, I don't know that we say it enough. We appreciate all the work that you put into it. And I have friends that are coming this weekend and coming from out of town, and they're all excited for the Oktoberfest. And also wanted to say to Elliot, we'll miss your passion here. So good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Nate?
Just come out, Oktoberfest. It's going to be fun. You'll probably see me running around like a madman again. Death Trap next weekend, following weekend. Come out. We can get those numbers up. You get to watch me stumble around the stage blindly, but it'll be good. And then just thank you, Elliot, for everything. I think we were a nice balance across the board. You were our stern voice of reason in times where we were very wishy-washy. You took a stand where maybe we didn't want to. And I got to thank you for that, because we needed that. So good luck on everything in the future. Good luck on the new baby and new wife and family and everything. So it's been a pleasure.
thank you.
Anything else? Anybody? Well, I'd like to personally give you something. On behalf of council, Matt, we appreciate your time.
Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it.
Thank you for your service. That said, motion is in order to adjourn.
Make motion.
A second.
Discussion, roll call.
Hannon.
Yeah.
Tarbett.
Yay.
Kishman.
Yay.
Boldazar.
Yay.
Meadows.
Yeah.
Means adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
What happens if